everyone, you've made it to Cheryl's Place. I'm Cheryl. I hope you're doing fabulous. I thought I would give an update on the Rickster. I know I posted some things online, and then I spoke with certain people and, was, in contact with my community and family and friends. And so for the others who may have missed it, or I didn't share everything because it's online, so there's some things, I'll do at the time, plus it's happening, I may have forgotten, whatever. So I'm going to go back to before Rick had his surgery, where he had his implant defibrillator. And the surgery did go well. I mean, all the parts and everything went well. We were supposed to stay one night. It ended up being 3 nights. And then we went home late because he was there. We went Friday morning, so it's Friday night, Saturday, Sunday. So yeah, Monday, late afternoon, he was discharged. And what had happened is late after the middle of the night, way early morning, Saturday, Rick was in tremendous amount of pain. The nurse had come in because they could see they had, all the monitors and everything on him. And he was in super pain, so they're doing everything they need to do to figure out what's going on. What they did find out was he had an air pocket in from where they cut on the side, to put everything in, and the air pocket came in, and then a lung collapsed. So that's why he was in super pain. They were helping with the pain, so they got x-rays, and then as the day went on, while I was there, they were debating whether or not they were going to go in, because he has an incision here in his chest and a really big one on the side. And here was because once they put it in, they had wires that needed to come up, and so that's why there's an incision in the front, and then a big one on the side, because that's where everything went in, the defibrillator with the wires and everything. And they thought, well, maybe the wire had moved, poked his lung. And so we kept doing x-rays. Well, I didn't, they did. X-rays, Rick kept having to have x-rays done while we were there, and I can't remember everything. I know they did blood, they had him hooked up with things, they did EKGs a lot. So they were doing all the things they needed to do. And then by the time Monday came, the last x-ray, they could see, they gave him oxygen. And by having oxygen helped keep him a little more relaxed, and also helped shrink the air pocket. So by the time Monday afternoon, when they did all the things again, there was a significant amount of the air pocket shrinkage. And so they discharged Rick. And then that following Friday, we went and had another x-ray, and so the air pocket was pretty much almost gone. His lung was starting to look really good, and so that part's all has passed. Everything's good with that. Rick was, very low energy from the surgery, and plus having all that done, and so and then he had all that excess body weight on him. He had about close to 30 pounds, but when he went in for this surgery, he was down about 7 pounds, which was great. And then that Friday, we went in after the surgery, so it was a week after the surgery. We did see his heart doctor, and while we were there, they upped his water pills, so the dosage, so 2 times a day, and they upped the dosage to help get this water off. And by doing this, there's also a concern that it affects the kidneys, the actual kidneys, their function, and creates more of a problem for them. So Rick is going in weekly to do blood. They take blood and they check. So far, we're doing good. It has not increased any issues with the kidneys function. So that's good. Rick like I said, he had lost about 7 pounds, but then he gained a couple pounds before we left the hospital. So a month ago, he was about 273, and it was close to 30 pounds of water weight. This morning he weighed in, and where is it? We have a chart, we weigh every day. He is down to 228. So this is good. He still has a little bit of water weight, but that's because of the kidney function. It's not, not there. It's not, great. So he still has some, but the medication's helping, and it's not causing more damage at the moment. So those are all good things. Also, kind of sad is Rick is losing weight because he's not as hungry, and a lot of food does not appeal to him, and this is very normal. Everything I read, everything I spoke with the nurse and the doctor, when you start getting close to dialysis, food does not taste as good. You're always thirsty, but it's so hard you don't want to drink so much because you're gaining so much water weight on you. So right now, I know I'm just trying here. So proteins don't really interest him. Right now he eats mostly chicken, and then we find low sodium frozen meals, so sometimes there's beef or chicken in those, but like hamburger, he's not real interested. Maybe, something once in a while, or a meatball, but beef, pork, anything just really doesn't excite him right now. And I don't really cook seafood, but I offered to cook him fish or seafood, just, so he has some protein, and he's not interested in that. So it's mostly been chicken, lots of fresh vegetables, and fresh fruit. Raw vegetables and fresh fruit are in it. Salad, he likes to have the lettuce too, are pretty much mostly what he eats. So I say 2/3 of his diet right now is fruit and raw vegetables, and then not much snacks. He eats a few cookies a day. It's whatever choice he chooses at the grocery store. I'll send 3 to 4. It's either been original Oreos, the golden Oreos, or the, fudge stripe? Keebler. So that's pretty much his diet right now. And so it's good that he is losing weight, but he's also losing lots of muscle because he doesn't have energy to walk or, do extra things. So if we go, he likes to go grocery shopping so he can see what, it is, he may thinks that he will be interested in eating. By the time we're home, it's, he needs to just take a nap or relax. It's, so we're getting there. So once we get all these other things going on, we'll get there. So this week has been a chill kind of week. The only thing Rick had to do for appointments is go in to give blood. So for him, it's been a nice week. The defibrillator, we just have to press a button once a week to send the reports in, and we got to meet the team, and that was the Friday after his surgery. They went over a lot of things. I have lots of information. We do a weekly send. There's a quarterly thing. Rick just physically goes in once a year, and they make sure everything's going good. And the monitor we have is like this big, and there's some things on there. And then it sends, did Rick's defibrillator need to shock him? What was his heart rate at? It has all sorts of information on there. And then we will also do updates. So it's different colors. We do different things with it. We did have a little something snafu, but we got it all. We're all doing good with that. And so also, besides all the information of how Rick's doing, it keeps track of the battery life. So once that, several years down the road here, if the battery starts, slowly going, then we can set up the surgery or whatever the procedure is called to, put a new defibrillator in, pull that one out, so then he's good to go for a long, long time again. So that's fabulous. We got all that. There's a huge team. They work at several different hospitals, so we're in a different area. We could go see anyone on the team. Special instructions for if it goes off, what to do, who to call, where to go, all that stuff. So we have all that. I've shared that with Tyler since he's back at home. He knows where everything is. And so it's like these things that, they're not going to happen on a regular basis, but we need to know and be aware of them. And so I have them taped up and certain things just so we know where it is, quick access, and we know what to do if something goes on. So now this coming up week, Rick, that we get to see the kidney doctor, find out what's going on there, what if things are still looking good, etc. Also, we have, I don't know the correct term, I want to say consult, but I don't think that's right. Rick did the second sleep study, so on Monday, a meeting, phone meeting is set up. They're going to go over the results, and then hopefully, I guess from there, the CPAP or BPAP, whatever the name of the machine is going to be called, hopefully that will get ordered, so then Rick can start having that. That will help him tremendously at night. Poor guy. Yeah, sometimes I'm surprised he even wakes up in the morning from how he thinks he's sleeping. To me, it sounds like he is stopped breathing, and a miracle that he keeps going. And then Thursday, we have the surgery for the prep work to begin dialysis. And the surgery is called, the procedure is called a left radiocephalic. And what they're going to do is put the fistulas in Rick's arm that I had shown before. So they found good veins. They did the mapping. Everything worked great. So they found good veins in his arm. So they're going to put the two fistulas in there. To me, they look like kind of like round button type things. And they're going to put them in. So one vein is for when he's hooked up to the dialysis. It pulls the blood out of that vein. And then when you put the connector into the other fistule, that pushes the blood back into his body. So that's coming up. That's about a 3-hour surgery, and pretty simple structures, not too bad things we have to do prior to that. And then it takes about 2 to 3 months to heal. And then it says that there's going to be some kind of arm exercises. It will help heal in that. So that'd be great. Oh, pardon me. We will work on all the things. We'll do all the things that we need to do. So then I'm guessing once all that's done, then they're going to probably re-examine when Rick needs to start dialysis. And then we will take a 5 to 6 week course because Rick has chosen, which I believe I've already mentioned in the video, to do this at home. So we will both be trained on how to do everything that needs to be done about it, know how to do it. The beauty thing about being at home is when you do it at the hospital or wherever location you go, you can only go up 3 times a week. But at home, and then it's like 4 to 5 hours long. So that's how long you sit there for the day. Whereas if we do it at home, we can maybe do it every day for 2 hours or, whatever. So it's just the convenience of having it at home. You can do it as often as needed and for as the, shorter length of time because you'll be doing it more often than having to go in. So, and then you can also travel, there's also lots of benefits if you can do it at home. That's, someone to help you, it'd be fabulous. So that's what Rick chose. I'm on board and I can see the benefits for him doing this at home. So that's what we have going on. And then I will keep everybody up to date how that surgery goes. And I'll probably post a little something, like we made it home or whatever. But I will, the people that, I don't know. I don't even know what I want to say. But I will keep everybody posted on how that's all going and what happens next. So yeah, we have more, appointments, but I'm just going by what we have next week. Next week's big. So we'll end it with this. This is what's going on. Also, Rick has been having kind of low-grade fevers. They said that's normal. If just because of, the heart and the kidneys and having the implant put in defibrillator now, if he ever has a temperature of 101 and above, we need to call, and then there's going to decide if he needs to go into emergency. Since we have the defibrillator in, they don't want any infections in his body. So the defibrillator, did I say? I think I said the wrong word. So anyway, so those are things. So we're learning something new every day, and it's just a matter of keeping on top of it all. And so, yeah, so there we are. That's updates on Rick. I may have forgotten something, but I think that kind of covers everything that has taken place since my last update. And if you have any questions about anything, please feel free to ask them down in the description box. Rick also wants me to express how thankful we are for all of your love, your good vibes, your prayers, your caring, your checking in on us. Also, a little shout out to Jeff Gutal. I don't know if you ever watch my videos, but Rick really appreciated you popping in and seeing him that day in the morning. So that was, really nice of you. So thank you, everybody. We're sending love to each and every one of you, and we hope you're doing the best you can, because we also care what's happening in your lives, whether it's family, health, your work, whatever it is, your fur babies. We're sending love. We care about you, and thank you for everything, keeping in check with us, and just all your love. It's wonderful. Thank you so very much. And don't forget, you're amazing. I love you. Bye-bye.